I'm not so sure Crystal would appreciate frustrated customers taking it out on her china. I was kidding.
Why would Cara just sit there staring at a picture of Jake and Trevor and pretend not to know who I was?
You got me.
She claims she's here on Doctors Without Borders business, but then why not just say she's Jake's ex-wife?
I'm striking out. I wish I could answer that.
Is it just me, or does it feel like both her and Griffin are hiding something? Will you help me?
Do what?
Find out the real reason why Cara is in Pine Valley.
What's up, Brett?
All right, Denise. I believe you're waiting for that. What's up, Sienna? Oh, no, you don't. You get top billing around this place. Who's the Palmerico family? Never heard of them.
Hey.
Hey.
How's your mom?
Oh, she's still singing the praises of Dr. Delicious. You and Angie. Is that about business?
Yeah, I just turned down a full-time position at PVH.
Really? Why's that? Pine Valley a little too sleepy for you?
I gotta get back out in the field.
Really? Tell me something. What is it about cholera, dysentery, and being shot at that's so compelling? I mean, it makes people so hinky to get back there. Jake was exactly the same way. He said when he got home, he felt like he didn't belong in the real world anymore.
Boy, he seems to have adjusted pretty well.
Yeah. But it certainly took him long enough. Whatever happens over there must be something. It really got in his blood. Had a hard time giving it up.
Yeah, but this is his home now.
Yeah. Well, just out of curiosity, where's yours?
All over. First it was Mexico, then came to the States when I was a kid. Now I go when I have to go.
And what about the rest of your family?
What about him?
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's just a force of habit. I guess it's my way of saying that I tend to be a little overly protective of mine. I'm just sitting here wondering if when you do take off, whether or not you're going to take Cara with you.
I'm sorry, did you need something?
An answer. I figured you probably weren't going to track him down, so I thought I'd come and find you.
Well, never were one to shy away from a challenge.
I'm not the only one, which is why I hope you'll come back to Doctors Without Borders. Or else you could just walk away and never speak to me
Honestly,
again.
walking away isn't really my style because I know what it does to someone.
You know, I never meant to hurt you. Okay, but that's not why I'm here. We need you in the field. It could be a temporary position, relieving doctors who have been there for a really long time. They're burned out, Jake. You could give them a much-needed
Cara,
break.
can you just stop with the pitch?
You know, it's obvious that you're happy here. You've found a new purpose. I bet what you and I had together, it's not even on your radar anymore.
Well, that's just not true.
It's just that you and Jake and Cara all express the same kind of dedication, and obviously spending time in a little burg as dull as this one must be kind of hard for people that excel in critical situations, and yet you and Cara show up right around the same time. I mean, you got to wonder, right?
If you think I've got some secret agenda, you're wasting your time.
So you really are on just a goodwill mission for the Miranda Center.
Yeah. I'm all about goodwill.
And the fact that the guy that whisked my brother's ex-wife away from him shows up in the same town at the same time in the same hotel with adjacent rooms with her is just pure coincidence.
What difference does it make? You know, Cara and I will be long gone soon enough.
Oh, so you are leaving again?
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, cool. You going back to Mexico?
If they need me there.
You know, I did some work there not too long ago. Really beautiful country.
Yeah, I doubt you were anywhere near Juarez.
Juarez? You're kidding? You're from Juarez?
Yeah, a few miles away.
Huh.
It's not so beautiful. Drug dealers run the streets. And you'd come back with a lot more than a bandaged hand if you came back at all.
Yeah, it's probably true. Sounds like hell, I'm sorry. I can understand why you'd want to get back to help them, you know, if I can make some kind of contribution to
Oh,
the cause.
brother, if you're trying to bribe me to get Cara to get out of here, you don't have to worry about it. Cara can't stay in one place for too long. If I know her like I do, she'll be on the next plane out of here.
I have been thinking about our time in the field a lot lately.
You have?
Yeah. For some reason, all these memories have been coming up, and I don't know exactly why that is.
I'm sorry, I'm not really into the whole stirring business. Except when it comes to putting sugars in your coffee, you still like it with 5 packets.
Well, truth is I've been trying to...
Cut down? Because you said that every cup you drank our whole marriage.
Our whole marriage. Wow.
I didn't...
No, you're not doing anything. You're just trying to recruit me, so go ahead.
There isn't a doctor out in the field who can do what you did. And I'm not talking about just your skill. The way that you are with people, your passion.
Hey, I loved every single minute of what we experienced in the field. I think my favorite part was seeing people's faces that had never even seen a doctor before and taking away their pain or bringing a life into the world. Wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for us. I honestly think that it was probably my most joyful, satisfying experience I've ever had in my life and in my career.
You can go back.
And when I came here, after that, I felt lost. I felt like my life was meaningless without all those people who needed me and without you who needed me. But then I found my passion.
Yeah, I can see that. This is a good place with good people.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about my career. I'm talking about I found my passion in Amanda. She needed me. I needed her. I helped her out of a very messy situation. It's a long story. We fought like crazy to be together, and we have a beautiful little child who's living proof that it was all worth it. And I know that my mission is, you know, probably pales in comparison to what you're doing, but to me, it's just as important.
I'm happy for you. That's all I've ever wanted.
Right. You're happy for me.
It's the truth.
Juarez, Mexico, Castillo, Griffin. Can't be right. Can it? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm so sorry. I wish you nothing but happiness. And I get it. You don't want the job.
You know something else? If you ever have another job offer, pick up the telephone. Okay, don't just show up. Don't start chatting with my wife. Don't come here and start playing out our memories, okay? Because I don't need it.
I didn't do that.
Because
That's not
Doctors
what I
Without
do.
Borders is so desperate now to recruit a doctor, you got to make a house call. Is it possible, Cara? Is it possible that this has nothing to do with a job offer. It's got everything to do with us. Is it possible? Can you say that?
We moved on from that, okay? And I think we should just do that right now. Just forget that I showed up here,
If
okay?
you're
Forget
so
that I offered you the job. Forget this whole
miserable
thing.
in our marriage, you couldn't come to me. You didn't have the decency to talk to me and say how you were feeling and what you were doing with your life and this guy Griffin. How long did you know this guy Griffin? How long? How long were you together? Did you know him before we were together?
Long before. She's known Griffin ever since her mother brought her home from the hospital. The truth is, Griffin's not Cara's lover. He's her brother.
Is that true?
It's the truth. I got a look in Griffin's wallet. There was a picture of 2 small kids in it. The names on the back gave it away, but just to be sure, I did some scratching, and I got a hold of the Castillo family records in Juarez.
Castillo, that's not your name. Your name was
Finn, because she changed it.
So that wasn't your name when I met you?
I couldn't tell anyone the truth. When I met you, I was wearing Dr. Finn's ID. And, well, I met you and you convinced me to take a chance. You know, my family, they'd do anything to keep me from doing anything dangerous. They wanted me, like, in a nice, safe doctor's office, and I wanted something more, and you showed me something more.
You want me to give you a minute? Come on.
I don't even know who I married now. Was there anything that you told me that was true?